Today's LEGO Fortnite community feature is going to be a master builder by the name of Schattenfels X, and holy cow, these builds were incredible. From flipping floor pieces up onto the ceiling, to the attention to detail and using pieces in ways that I would have never imagined. I took so many cool ideas away from this tour, so thank you so much for bringing me into your world. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Stick around, you are all in for such a treat. All right, so we've arrived at the village. This is all Star Wars themed. This stuff already looks incredible from afar. I can't wait to see what's going on. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah, it's getting night, and it's another survival village. I think most of the people who played the Star Wars update will recognize this place. It's where you have to build the rebel base with all these ugly prefabs, and I decided to make it a dark side outpost, like not a very combat outpost, more supply and chill outpost, if this makes sense for a Imperial build. We have one big building here. It's like a mansion or a lodge for Darth Vader, actually, and you can see that I spend a lot of I tried to make it as detailed as I could. Because I really wanted to improve my interior.
I gotta say, I mean, you nailed it. You want to talk about detail? I've never seen anything this detailed. Holy moly.
Nice. I don't know how you can see it. Like we have a little fading going on here, from blue to purple to pink and back to blue. It depends on the shaders how it shows to you. But this looks pretty crazy for me. And here's my little bed.
How did you... Oh, you're actually standing in it right now, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, no.
How did you get this purple to blue to pink effect like that? Are these up above the ceilings, or...?
Yeah, they're above. They're above the ceiling. It's basically just one purple light and one pink light surrounded by blue lights. I mostly went for the blue lights in this village to create this old school cold looking Imperial atmosphere right in here, and it also is designed to be functional. As we can see here, we have our crafting bench here. Here's a great spot to look at it. This was my first interior design for this village, and yeah, I just tried out some new pieces. I really love the new floor designs that I put up on the ceiling. And the ceiling is also designed, it has pretty much a code in it. You can see these tiles, and these tiles always represent a point of interest. So we have some storage room here, and we have this sign on the ceiling, also here with my bed. And here we have the Star Wars crafting bench. And I really like the older episode 4, 5, and 6, like the oldest parts. I think they have the best atmosphere, and I'm trying to recreate some of these dark side Imperial atmosphere inside this mansion.
This is beautiful. I'm in shock right now, to be honest with you. This is like... I got some work to do. That's all I gotta say.
I'm glad you like it. And again, we have the same lamps I'm using here for the jam cutter to make it a little bit shiny, because it's a jam cutter. And it's a pretty simple design. Like, it's only like 4 flipped half walls and a few flipped floors on top of it. It's like, if you start to flip floors, this is a design you can go pretty easy.
How are you tucking the lights behind here?
It's just behind. If you come out here, I use these lights for a little stage, and they're hidden behind these walls.
Oh, okay, I got you.
For the jam cutter, and for the stage, these pieces make sense.
Ah, that is awesome.
We also have a nice little barbecue area out here, because everybody likes the barbecue area for some reason in his builds, and I also like it. It's just a chill place, giving some chill vibes, but also in this dark side style. We have an essence table here. I don't know. I like the contrast here. If you look at it, like the black, almost comic-like background, but with this blue and yellow in here. I think it works out pretty well. And I did not make any crazy decorations here. Build it around here. The same is true for these storage things. When I started to build, I thought these were unique decorations that you cannot place. I think you can buy them. I don't own the set, but they're still in my world, and I just build around them to have them. Yeah. We have a little garden area. Also, these guys can harvest stuff, and as you can see, I did not want to have these garden plots in my garden, so I just made another floor over it, and these plants just pop through it, and it just looks cleaner. And maybe we can. Here's another jump tower. I really like these to get up the tower. And as you can see here, the tower is pretty slim, pretty small. But I also wanted to make it accessible, and a 4x4 hole in the floor is sufficient to the barn area. This is nothing too crazy, just a clean little barn building, dark side style. As I said, I wanted to have a fully functional survival village here, and this is just a nice little setup. We have this composting area here with some green effects. I think this is the only green light that I have in the whole village here, but it makes sense here somehow. Also, again,
it's the I think it's like one of the Rebel Shack build walls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's one of these walls, and as you can see here, just some flipping. These are usually dishes, but it looks like a green filter, something tech device. So if you flip tiles, you just can use it in a very different way. Maybe we can go in here. This building houses my stonebreaker and the lumber mill. And as you can see here, I'm really trying to push these interior styles, because I think if you just put these the mill and the stonebreaker just somewhere on the ground, it looks a little bit boring, and integrating them into the architecture just makes them look much more epic. And it's so fun to use. Like if you have every working station in your village designed like this, it's just so fun to use them here, and I do it. But just for the regular stuff in a survival village, it's just so nice to have it. And here's my Imperial oven. This is one of my favorite designs. It's pretty. It does not even use too many pieces, but as you can see, like the shape of the oven and how the lines are continued just in these flipped, I think it's a corbel half wall. It just works out pretty well for me.
It looks beautiful.
You can also have some like highlight pieces, like this is, I think this is from the Durburger set, like a ventilation system or something.
Durburger
like
ventilation,
yeah.
And then is that Lockie's floor up top here?
Yeah, it's like the rounded windows are from the lighthouse set, and also these angled big floors on top of it. I tried to recreate like a 60s bungalow future style with these big overhanging front roofs.
It's like the Jetsons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this time period, and I like it a lot. This like old school future architecture. This is what I try to recreate here, like the flair of it, like the old school Star Wars stuff. This is the next level of building for me, because these walls here are angled, not that I flipped them or I flipped them to the side or to the ceiling, but they are angled into the ground. And you can make some pretty crazy stuff with it. I just tested it here, but I decided to finish the building, and I think it looks awesome. Like I
Yeah,
really,
that looks
really
great.
like
You would think these
it.
are angled walls, but
Yeah, but yeah, they are angled into the ground. So
wow.
you have to put them onto a support, break the support, and then make a platform fall down like in an angled shape, and then you can build off from it.
Would it be like
And
the dynamic platforms that you use,
I
or
don't even.
foundations?
You can use the dynamic platform, or you can use some other foundation pieces. It doesn't even matter because you have to nudge it off anyway to become stable. Um, and this is what I did here. We have another angle here. But yeah, I think if you have a little bit of imagination, and I know you have, you can see that you can do crazy new stuff with it. This also could be a basement for a whole tower, like designed in this style. And if
Yeah,
we
this
go
is
into
so
it,
nice. Wow. And
and if we
how it
go,
all came together here too. Like, I would imagine that probably took a lot of trial and error to like get
yeah,
the angles to line up
yeah,
and make
yeah.
sure that everything.
I think the angles were not even the big problem, but making it clean. Like making it clean is very hard to do with these angle stuff because they don't line up really with the standard directions you can build in.
Right,
And
right.
to make all this clean, and this, I think this was much harder than doing the actual angle stuff itself. And this is also one of my favorite interior designs. I flipped a gong here to add another round dimension to it. I don't know why it worked out pretty well for me, this design.
This is nice. This
It's
is really
wooden,
nice.
but it has a nice contrast, and it just looks. And that is pretty much my Star Wars village. It was much more fun to design, I think, because I just started building. Like I did not overthink anything in here. I just started building. Like the other builds, I was thinking about every step I made, so to speak. But in this case, I got these new pieces and I had so much fun with them, and this is why I like the Star Wars update so much, because we got so much nice stuff in here.
You hit it all. I mean, you got the ceilings going. You've got the upside down things looking like hanging lights. You've got the floor done. You've decided to say I'm using the Anarchy Acres walls to incorporate more red. Everything is placed with purpose. Nothing looks cluttered. Nothing looks overdone. The use of the roof pieces to create this completely different look of a building that most people would not even think of doing. I feel like you killed it, man. I'm so excited to see what you do in the future. I'm honestly pumped to also start to incorporate some of these techniques into my builds. And like I said, man, every single build is unique. I've not seen anything like it. Nothing is just a box. It's all original. Amazing work, dude. Seriously, this is so great.
Thanks a lot.
And I appreciate
Yeah.
you for having me here and allowing me to check out all of your amazing work.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to have you here. I also have to thank you for having me, because it's not for me about like egoing, or it's just I got inspired by so many people, and also your great Discord community. Shout out to everyone in the build section. Also shout out to Legion, who gifted the barn set for all these nice little red accents. Shout out to the Mad Puck and to Grind Geek, who helped me actually learning this technique of flipping when I had some problems doing it indoors. They helped a lot, and I can only recommend to check out your Discord, because there are a lot of great builders in there, and you get feedback, you get inspiration, and everyone is very nice in there. it's a great experience to be there, to be honest.
So not only did I get a chance to tour the Star Wars build, but we will have an episode 2. So here's a little bit of a sneak peek of the medieval village, which is equally as impressive. So if you want to catch that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on. Also, special shout out again to Schattenfels X for the tour of these worlds. Incredible work. Thank you so much. Haskins is out. I will catch you all in the next one.